No, no. Don't do that. Don't throw that at me. You've been throwing things at me for the entire game. Stop. No. Deserved? Yep, you deserved it. You've been laughing at me for not knowing how to play, so yes, you do. They're almost there. And. No! How? Literally how? You were literally in fourth place. How in the world did you get from there to first in the span of 2 seconds? You're unbelievable. Well, you can't very well blame me now. I rarely have the time to play video games nowadays. I mean, back in our college days, we were able to get up at 12, go to class, come home by 3, then play video games until the crack of dawn, rinse and repeat. God, who let us grow up and become functioning members of society? They need to be put on a list or something. Another round? Really? Why on earth would I put myself through another round of false hope just to be met with utter humiliation at the 11th hour? No thanks. Sore loser. Really now. I'm not a sore loser. You're just way too good at the game for someone who has all of 1 hour per day to play it. Really. Why don't you say that again to my face? You were so willing to spout whatever nonsense that cropped up when you can barely look me in the eye, so look me in the eye and say it to my face. That's what I thought. Oh, please, as if you didn't pull the same pin her to the couch routine whenever you wanted to get me flustered when we were younger. I'm just getting even. By the way you can barely look at me right now, I'm sure you weren't embarrassed in the slightest. Sure. Alright, well, I feel better now. I'll play another. No, you don't want to. Well, what do you want to do? We usually just spend our time playing video games when we do get the chance to hang out with each other, which is really rare nowadays. Well, yeah, it can't be helped now, can it? Kinda difficult to find time these days when I just accepted a new promotion that has me running around the country for half the year. Speaking of which, how are your courses going? Of course I remember. I'm your best friend. Why wouldn't I remember? You told me a while ago you wanted to take some classes for coding or programming, something like that, right? Ah, right, that's what it was. Clearly, I'm not the techie between the two of us. Oh, good, I'm glad to hear that. How long till that's done? Nice, I'm glad you're liking it so far. But if you don't want to play anymore, what are we gonna do? I mean, I don't really care. I just want to spend some time with you. Yes, laugh it up. I'll chalk my newfound cheesiness up to me getting old or whatever. Wait, what? Wait, hold on, what? No, I'm not trying to make you feel bad, well, I was just caught off guard, that's all. Well, when your best friend, who you've known for more than half your life, randomly asks you out of the blue to cuddle with you, you're gonna need a minute to process, you know? Well, no, it's not that I don't want to, but I gotta ask, why? You're adorable, you know that? Oh no, you don't get to backpedal now. There we go. No, no. You were the one who wanted to cuddle, no? Just relax. Well, that is fair. Hard to relax when I'm on top, pinning you down. Here. How's this? Hmm? Now, we're both lying down. Your head on my chest, and your arms wrapped around me, whilst I'm running my fingers through your hair. Let's just say I got up to quite a bit of mischief in the time that we were apart. Well, I'm sorry I startled you. I'll try not to do that again. You were just too cute when you were squirming in your seat, asking me to cuddle you. I couldn't help but tease you. But I'll control myself from now on. Promise. Hmm? You don't mind if I get a bit touchy with you? Really? Well, that's surprising. Well, when we were younger, I remember you hating me touching you in any capacity. Remember when you took that tumble down the steps in front of your dorm room and you scraped up your hands and knees? I wanted to help you put a band-aid on it, but you refused to let me touch you. On the off chance that I wanted a hug from you, you also refused to let me touch you. I just brushed it off as you not wanting people to touch you, and I respected that, so this is quite the drastic change. No, not complaining whatsoever. It was merely an observation. It's nice. Why did you think I'd say no when you asked me to cuddle you? I mean, I get it, most friends don't really ask that of each other, but we're close enough to do things like this without it feeling foreign and awkward. I mean, let's face it. I've seen you in your worst moments and vice versa. If we could still stick around and be as close as we are after the fact, I think a bit of cuddling is nothing, don't you? Well, in any case, I'm also glad that you're taking the step to, expand your horizons. I'm really proud of you. Truly. Yes, personal growth. Woo. Hey, you're not the only one who's been doing that, you know. A lot has changed since we've been apart. I mean, we've barely even scratched the surface when it comes to catching up on those sorts of situations. I won't bore you with the details when we're having a nice time, enjoying each other's presence and company. We'll delve into all of that once we get some wine in our systems. Fine, wine for me, whatever your choice of alcohol is for you. I remember you liked seltzers when we were in college. Is that still the case? Yes, of course I remember. You seem to find my remembering your preferences incredibly surprising for some reason. Why? Aw. I get that, and yes, I do care enough to remember things about you. You're genuinely my favorite person. Of course I remember. Some of the things I know about you might be outdated, though. After all, we're not kids anymore. No, we're not. This is really nice. Something about being physically and emotionally close with someone you care about, and being able to connect with them in a way you never thought you could. I thought I knew everything about you. It's an arrogant thing to think, for sure, but considering we spent nearly every waking hour with each other for 4 years when we were younger. It's a bit difficult to not pick up on things, you know? I'm glad we met. I'm glad we had all of that time together, and I'm glad we're getting this time together now. You mean so much to me. And I hope that we continue to get more and more time with each other. Yeah. Let's grow old. Together.